mood was just great for me. I mean, I was really proud of that.
And you know, we did the film entirely in digital process. I mean the timing, not the shooting, but the timing. The timing is the ending when you fix the color. And we could change all colors. And when it was a positive story, I decided to have an explosion of color, all colors, the red, the green, the yellow. Before, it was very difficult to get it in a traditional way, I mean chemical process. But now, with digital process, everything is possible. We spent 6 weeks to do that, and we could change everything. It was a miracle.
There is one shot which is kind of obvious, in which we work a lot on the grading. It's a master shot where you have the grocery store just at the angle of the street. In the final grading, we made a power window just on the grocery store, just to enhance the color of the grocery store, so the eye goes directly to the center of the frame like that. You know. And there is another one which is in the subway. We enhance the green as well when she's walking in the passageway, in the stairways and everything. And we enhance really the green on that. The main reason why we decided to grade it digitally was because Jean-Pierre was really disappointed about the print of Delicatessen in different countries like that, because the print doesn't reflect the film he did. You know, it was something different in terms of light, and the print was not good. So he said, I want the audience to see what I've done, not any kind of interpretation or, you know, in the end of the lab and they ruin everything. He said, I want to show what I've done. And so it means we try so hard to have a big quality during the shooting, during the prep, you know, and it's very important for us. And he does control everything like that, from furniture to even a tie or a prop on a set, you know. And he wants everything to be perfect in the direction of the movie, you see. And to check the print and to check the theater is part of it. It's just respect for the audience and to be proud to show something that we've done. And if you pay, I don't know, $8 or 50 francs to go to movie theater, you have to see something which is beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in welcoming the co-director and co-writer of Delicatessen and City of Lost Children, the director and writer of Amalie, Mr. Jean-Pierre Jeunet.
It must be very charming. I ate very good pasta with clams and a crème brûlée too. I am sorry about my English, it's very bad, but you know, when I did Alien Resurrection 3-4 years ago, I didn't speak English at all. I had to make this film with a translator. Can you imagine that? And I was very happy to receive the DVD 1 year after, because it was with subtitles, and I understood the story at this time. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned just now that the film before this you did was Alien Resurrection. When did you start thinking about writing the script for Amalie? Was it something that had been with you for a long, long time?
In fact, 25 years ago. Because, yes, when I arrived in Paris in '74, I began to do some notes in my notebook and after in my power book. And I did a kind of collection of these stories, of positive stories, memories, stories I heard, you know. Almost in this film is true, almost. Not the garden gnome, obviously. I heard this story 200 times, but almost stories are true.
For example, the story with the golden fish, that's my story. Yeah. And the story of the photo book, it's a true story. A friend of mine did this collection. The real book exists. It's a masterpiece. No, I don't kidding. And we did a fake one for the film, obviously, because we had to get authorization, but the real book exists. This guy is completely mad. He did this collection during 5 years, maybe.
Now, at what point did you decide that you were going to go back, kind of revisit all of these stories that you'd collected 25 years ago and try to weave them together into this kind of poetic comic fantasy?
Maybe that's the film I wanted to make from a long time, because when I made some film with Marc Caro, you know, we are not lovers, we are not brothers, we are just friends. And in this case, it's pretty difficult to put some personal emotion in a film. And that's the reason I kept these stories for myself. And now Marc Caro is trying to find money to make a personal films too. And that's the film I wanted to make from maybe 20 years. I love also black humor like Delicatessen, you know, but I wanted to make a positive story for a long time. And after Alien, especially, I craved freedom. I wanted to come back to Paris to make my own film with a complete freedom.
Now, was it difficult to get the backing to do Amalie, or was it easy to get the financing for the film?
No, it wasn't easy to find the concept, because to write one story with 200 stories, it was a real mess, believe me. I spent a lot of time to find the concept. In fact, the story of a woman helping other people, it was just one small story in the middle of the other stories. And after a while, one morning, I don't know why, it was in front of me. I understood, oh, this is the center of the film. And at this time, everything was easy. Easy to write, easy to find the money, easy to shoot. Everything was easy. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming. I remember Mathieu Kassovitz in New York, he told me something, and it's true. He told me, be careful, Jean-Pierre, because you are going to hear a voice, Jean-Pierre, wake up, it's time to go at school. That's my life right now.
Now, there's such beautiful casting in the film. All of the faces that we see, from Audrey Tautou to Mathieu Kassovitz to Serge Merlin, who plays the painter. How long did it take you to assemble the cast, especially for Audrey Tautou and Mathieu Kassovitz? How long did it take you to find those two?
Mathieu Kassovitz, I met him a long time ago in a short film festival, and you know, he's a director too. And I remember he told me, for you, I am ready to make everything what you want. And we have not a lot of Leonardo DiCaprio in France, you know, and I was very happy. And for Audrey Tautou, it was different, because maybe you read, I wanted to work with Emily Watson. You know Emily Watson, she played in Breaking the Waves, and she would be a very nice Amélie. And I did some tests, because she was ready to learn French, but at the end she didn't make the film for personal reasons. I don't want to know for what, but she refused the film at the end. And I was very depressed, because when you have someone in your head, it's very difficult to find another idea. And by chance, Audrey Tautou was the first one I met in the casting. I did some tests with her, and she was exactly like in the film. Maybe you will see one day in the DVD, because I put the test in the DVD. And she was so perfect immediately. And when you look for the main character,